Come on, Wes, you gotta do this.
What's going on, people? This is your boy Wes, back at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about my first impression of this game named HoverGrease. I know the name sounds kind of crazy, but that's just what the name of the game is called. So that being said, let's get right into it. Story: the world of HoverGrease is a bio-cyberpunk future Earth where mankind has unlocked many secrets of the human genome. It's a world oversaturated with AI, cybernetic enhancements, and biotechnology, where mutants are the newest trend. So basically, in short, what this means is the Earth has changed a lot in the future. Human DNA have been spliced with animals and have enhanced their bodies with technology, and all of this is normal now. Where can you get this game, you ask? For the next closed beta version, all you have to do is sign up on their website, hovergrease.com. The current version of the game is the one from the Kickstarter, and you could just download it and play it now. How long has the demo been out? The demo has been around since, I believe, May 2020. As I said before, the development of the game is still in beta testing, so it might be a while before the game comes out. How many characters in the game? As it stands, they want to release about 12 characters when the game is fully released or fully complete. But right now, for the beta version of the game, they only have 7 characters. You have the frog, pig, bull, rooster, rat, rabbit, and fox. All characters have different styles of play, from weapons and different archetypes, making the cast of characters very different from one another. The company who makes this game is called HoverGrease. The platforms that the game will be on are PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. The game has many features such as 12 unique heroes, 216 unique weapons attacks, 18 for each hero, competitive and co-op online multiplayer, 5v5, 1-to-6 co-op, split screen option, 1-to-4 gamepads, crossplay, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, which means that if all your friends have different consoles, all of you guys can play within the same game, within the same room that anybody creates. Other features will be 18 maps with 3 different game modes, both ranked and casual modes, skins, achievement awards, and in-game badges. No play to win, everything unlocked. Season winners and tournaments. AA quality graphics with an indie touch. Mind you, the game is still in beta testing. They probably will add more stuff, more features into the game as time progresses. As far as the modes you're able to play in the demo, you're only able to play one mode, and that's quick play. Quick play consists of a 5v5 teams deathmatch. The objective is the team with the most kills before the time is up wins the round. It's set to a best of 5. The team who wins 3 rounds wins the set. Okay, let's go over the characters. Now, let me start off with the frog. Her name is Kimmy Frog. This character, I don't know about you, but she's extra thick in certain areas in her body. I don't know where the developers thought of the idea of creating a frog with a big ass, but whatever. I ain't hating, whatever. But anyway, let's go over her playstyle. Her playstyle is considered to rely on rockets and area damage. With a variety of rockets, she can inflict heavy damage both on single and multiple targets. In my opinion, this character seems like the type of character you have to be very good at anticipating where your opponent is going to be at. That way you can shoot a rocket either against the wall or floor. That way you catch them with the explosions from the rockets that you toss. So I think if you're not into that type of character, this isn't the character for you. But if you are a person that likes to do those type of things, anticipating where your opponent is going to be, learning the map, and also learning how to communicate with your teammates in order to trap your opponents into your explosions. If you like that type of character, this definitely is the character for you. Now, let's talk about the rooster named Johnny Cockhead. Oh man, his name is Johnny Cockhead. But anyway, his style of play revolves around his shield and assault rifle. In his arsenal, he has pistols, shotguns, assault rifles, grenades, and his shield. His shield is an army style weapon that forms like some type of big force field around him that protects him and I believe his teammates if everyone just goes inside of it. So as it stands, to me, to be really effective with this character, it would be optimal for you to utilize the shield when either you're surrounded by a bunch of foes or you want to outlive your opponent when it comes to you and your opponent having one-on-one shootouts between each other. The shield will provide an extra layer of defense for you in battle. So I think those are the few ways that I learned so far to play with the character. Okay, let's talk about the fox. The fox named Fox Bonbon. This character, I mean, she looks a little sassy based off the design, but she's another character that dances. I don't understand why they made all the characters dance, but whatever. Moving on. Let's talk about what she has. Her game revolves around sniping and precision. She has an artillery of sniper rifles and enhanced bullets, topped with a personal shield. The shield protects the front of her, not all around her like Johnny Cockhead's shield. I believe the best way to play with her is to find a good camping spot, put your shield up, and start sniping. If you feel the enemy is going to approach, then you find somewhere else to go. The best way to play with her is long range, learning the map, being a support character for your team, and learning how to anticipate where your opponents is going to be at, just like Kimmy Frog. Another thing I learned about her from my short period of time of playing with her is that her ammo she has is scarce before you have to reload it. She probably gets like anywhere between 3 to 5 or so shots before you have to reload your gun again. So you definitely are going to have to learn how to aim. So if you're not that type of person, then definitely this isn't your type of character. Okay, the bull. The bull name is Mad Eye Bull. This guy's another dancing character. Oh goodness. His game revolves around close combat boxing. He doesn't have any weapons. It's crazy. I never heard of that. But actually, I think a game like Brawl Stars has a character with no weapons. He just uses fists. He doesn't have any weapons. He just uses his speed, boosters, and his fists to engage in combat. He is really fast. Probably the fastest character in the game. This character definitely revolves around movement, learning to push your enemies in a corner, and learning how to dodge and avoid certain situations. Sometimes you don't always have to use his punching abilities to attack people. You can actually use it to escape combat or escape confrontation with any opponents just to get some more health or shield. So he's the type of character, if you're a person that likes close quarters combat, like being able to dodge, and like also a fast character, this is definitely a character for you. The pig, named Piggy D. Another dancer, this time more like break style dancing. His style of play revolves around mid-range combat and tossing out clones. The uniqueness of this character is he doesn't use fists, guns, or explosive. Instead, he uses martial art weapons such as nunchuck shurikens and making clones of himself. His fast melee dash attack and slow throwing weapons will cause a lot of mayhem on the map if played right. Based off my time using him, I feel he's probably going to be very deadly if in the right hands and with a pretty good support character. I think a good combination will be him with Johnny Cockhead or Fox Bonbon. Reason why I say that is because she could be a support character to basically make up for his lack of long range, and she could shoot her sniper rifles, backing him up, along with him being able to catch enemies either close range or mid-range with his nunchucks. Because I remember when I used his nunchucks, the hitbox on his nunchucks is at a certain arc. So if it's a character that's in front of you, you can still wind up catching him because the hurt boxes move at like a slant or arc. So I think this character is going to be very deadly if paired with the right teammate. Also, character is pretty fast as well. Next we have up the rabbit. The rabbit is named Sophie Bunfire. Cute name. Her style of play revolves around fire and mid-range weaponry. She has flamethrowers, Molotov cocktails, napalm grenade launchers, and landmines. So in theory, she's a mid-range trap character. My experience of playing with her, she seems like a character that you really have to trap your opponents into either going in landmines or even using landmines to put them in situations so you can shoot them or hit them with the flamethrowers or Molotov cocktails. She's also one of those characters that do a lot of cherry picking when it comes to playing with either support characters or even characters such as the Mad Eye Bull or Piggy D. She's one of those characters that become a nuisance because what happens is they become a distraction to the opponents while you either set up your traps or toss the napalms and grenade launchers at the opponent to inflict even more damage. So if you enter a character that kind of does a lot of cherry picking and feeding off of either the damage or the distractions that your teammates inflict, then this is definitely a character for you. Last but not least, we have the rat. His name is Lab Rat Perry. His style of play revolves around healing and being a support to his team. He uses medical combat nanotechnology. In his arsenal, he has gas grenades and toxic vials. He wields a healing ray in one hand and a laser blaster in the other. From my experience with this character, he is definitely a support character. You have to pick and choose your battles when you heal your teammates and when you attack your opponents, causing them status effects like poison and things of that nature. He's the type of character that you have to do a lot of run and gunning. You have to stay close to your teammates more than any other character in the game. Hence him being a support character and having the style of weaponry at his disposal. If you're not a person that likes doing these things, I highly suggest you not pick him, and this isn't the character for you. My views on the game. Let's start off with the things I like. Number 1, the game doesn't feel stiff. The movement is fast and pretty smooth. Number 2, characters for sure seem very different from one another. The game has a very diverse cast. Number 3, music is good and fit the game. I actually think the music is one of the selling points of the game. It kind of draws you in, and it has like kind of this futuristic kind of feel to it, and it also goes with how fast-paced the game is. So I think that's really a selling point, and it should be throughout the whole game. They should definitely keep the music the way it is and expand on it if they can. Number 4, I didn't feel any lag when I was playing the game in quick play online. Number 5, the game is pretty easy to pick up, which is a good thing to bring together casual players and hardcore gamers. I feel the game is probably going to be easy to pick up, but probably hard to master. We'll see in the future. Now, let's talk about the things I feel that they could fix and add to the game. Number 1, I wish the same charisma you see from the characters in the character select screen, you'll see in the gameplay. For example, you see characters like the bull, he dances. But for some reason, when you play the actual game, you kill characters or you just move around the map. He has no charisma, he has no personality to him, besides him just looking like a human / bull. I think what would be cool is after he kills somebody or picks up an item or dies, he says and does some funny things or some cool looking things. I think they should match the charisma the characters have when you pick them with when you play with them in the game. So I think that's what they could add to the game. Number 2, there were times the game had no music when I was playing death matches on quick play.
No.
Maybe it was a glitch, I'm not sure. But if it wasn't, it would be good for you guys to add that in and make sure it stays consistent, because like I said before, it's definitely a selling point of the game to incorporate the music throughout the whole game, whether you're in the menu or playing deathmatch or any mode. I think it's very, very important for you guys to keep the music in the game. Number 3, the game's hit detection, sound, and visuals need to be improved so people can know if they got hit or not, instead of always having to look at their health or shield meter for hit confirmation. I think one thing you guys can add, so for example, characters like the Bull, I feel that it's kind of hard when you play against him to even see the hitbox of his moves and when you got hit. I think you might want to add maybe some more animations or some better visuals to a move that he does, like if he punches you and stuff. Maybe add like a big fist to the character along with character that he's hitting get pushed back or something, or some type of sound the character makes. Or each character maybe should have a sound effect of when they get hit, like maybe a scream or a grunt or something to that nature, rather than it sounding. I think what the developers of HoverGrease have right now is just a little sparking sound, like electrocution sound that has when somebody gets hit. I'm not sure if 100% that does confirm when you get hit, but if that is the sound, you might want to raise the sound or change it to something more distinctive. Number 4, characters' personalities I feel need to be more diverse. I don't think it's necessary for every character to be dancing in the game. I think that takes away from their diversity. I think maybe 1 or 2 characters can do some dance moves, but the others should say some serious things or show off their weapons when you pick them. But that's literally what I think could be added to the game, or rather changed to the game, and everyone just dancing. Maybe for now, that's added just because it's a beta, but I think in the future people might want to see more diverse personalities within the game. In closing, overall the game is fun. I'm glad that there are more and more top-down shooters coming out. This game's engine is in the path of the right direction. Since it's still in development, I feel that some of the things I suggested will be added or changed, or could be a thing they considered. At the very least, for people looking at this first impression I have for this game, I would say give it a try, and if you like the game, follow the team and support their Kickstarter. The link is in the description below. With that being said, this concludes my first impression of HoverGrease. Take care, people. Peace.